This episode of Run It Back Philly is brought to you by Factor Meals. Factor Meals is a food delivery service, delivers to you fresh, cooked, chef-prepared meals to your doorstep for as little as $11 a meal. Skip the grocery store, skip the cooking and cleaning. And more importantly, if you want to get your diet together and see what you can do with your physical fitness, the easiest way to do it and keep your diet in check is to have a food delivery service. Factormeals.com/runitback50 for 50% off your first box. Run It Back Nation, what is good? Boy, do we have something to talk about today. Yeah. A bomb just dropped, all right? And we're going to get into it. Also, Maxi season t-shirts available now, runitbackphillyshop.com. And after what we just heard, it might actually be Maxi season. Thank you to everybody that purchases the merch, supports the movement, and keeps me going. I appreciate it. Let's get right into it. This is from an NBA summit. I was trying to figure out where it was from, man, and somebody said it, and then I couldn't find it again. But Joel was speaking at some NBA summit, and it was not like on YouTube or anywhere else. But somebody caught a cell phone video from the audience of Joel Embiid saying this.
Your brain, but what can we look forward from Joel Embiid?
I just want to win a championship. Whatever it takes. I don't know where that's going to be, whether it's in Philly or, anywhere else. I just want to have a chance to accomplish that. I want to see what it feels like to win that first one and then think about, the next one. It's not easy, but, it takes more than, 1, 2, 3 guys. You gotta have, good people around you, and, like myself, every single day I work hard to, be at that level so I can produce and make it happen. So every single day that's, walking towards that.
All right, let me try to put my thoughts in order here, man. Oh my goodness. All right, so first of all, I just want to win a championship, whether it's in Philly or anywhere else. This is the first time Joel Embiid has come out and said something like that. This is the first time he's come out and said something like that. This is the first time he's ever even hinted at maybe playing somewhere else. All right. And then the second part where he says, it takes more than a couple guys. You got to have good people around you. And that takes me back to what he said at the end of the season, which I thought was totally fraudulent, where he said, me and James can't do it alone. Wow. So the second part of that tells me that Joel Embiid is kind of starting to want to join a super team. He's definitely getting to the point where he's saying this roster isn't good enough. We get taken out by the Boston Celtics, who have an MVP and a clear all-star and great pieces and great depth. And we don't have that. And it's also that it gives me just these kind of lack of accountability vibes. What he said at the end of the season, and then hearing this, it's kind of like he's kind of saying, I did my part, the team just hasn't been good enough. And I agree that the team has, it's both can be true. I know Sixers fans are going to go back and forth. They're going to argue all summer long about this. Well, it's Joel Embiid's fault. We can't win anyway. No, it's the organization's fault. Both things can be true. My problem here is that Joel Embiid is pointing the finger at everyone but himself. And I thought, and I thought he wasn't the one to do something like this. I thought he was the one that kept saying, I got to be better. But after the end of this past season, he finally started to say the team wasn't good enough. So this is the first time he started pointing fingers. And I don't like that. I understand saying the team wasn't good enough. But this acting like you have been 100% in the playoffs is a lie. Acting like you have been there, ready to go in game 6s and game 7s, acting like you have put up MVP level performances in big time playoff games is a flat out lie, Joel Embiid. It's time to say it, Joel Embiid. I didn't think I would get here, Joel. I didn't think I would get here, Joel. Philly has supported you and been riding with you since the day you were drafted. And we have been defending you since the day you were drafted. But after this past season, being injured in the playoffs again, and then what you looked like in game 6, and even more so what you looked like in game 7, it's time to say it, Joel Embiid. You weren't good enough. I witnessed you with Malcolm Brogdon on the damn block, and you passed the ball. PJ Tucker was screaming in your ear. You need PJ Tucker to tell you to step up in game 7. You need PJ Tucker to tell you to play harder, Joel Embiid. I got a little ahead of myself. Let me back up for a second. Yes, the organization put a shit team together for 8 straight seasons. Yes, the organization didn't do it right from the beginning. It's not that complicated. Sam Hinkie's drafting was horrible. All you had to do was draft Joel Embiid and then draft ball-handling shooters, give him an athletic power forward who can rebound and stretch the floor, get a point guard, not Ben Simmons for 5 years. They did it wrong from the jump. Okay? I agree with that. But you're the one, Joel. And now you're pointing the finger. And now you're pointing the finger. You know, I came out on a stream right at the end of the season, and I said, blow it up. 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 Blow it up. Blow it up. Because this guy's never healthy. And how many years are we going to go? He's 29 years old. Guys the size of Joel Embiid do not play NBA basketball until they're 35. They don't do it. Joel Embiid is not going to be dominating the NBA in 5 years. In 5 years, he's not going to be at an MVP level. There's not that much time left. So I said, blow it up. Sell high. Get everything you can get for him right now while he still has value. Because guess what? One more season of Joel Embiid being injured in the playoffs, I don't know if he's going to have the value. And y'all called me crazy. Oh, Sixers fans are so overreactionary. You want to blow it up every year. You want to fire a coach every year. Yeah, because we know this shit is going nowhere. We know that. It's obvious. If you think this shit is going somewhere, you are a liar, and you need to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm sorry for lying to you, self. I'm sorry I keep lying to you, self. Do it now. And what he just said is about to start a whirlwind of rumors. Whether you like it or not, it's about to start a whirlwind of rumors. Maybe this is why the New York Knicks a couple of months ago said that they wanted to trade for Joel Embiid, and we were like, you're not getting Joel Embiid, bro. We're not trading Joel Embiid. Maybe somebody knew something. NBA players talk, they're human beings. Maybe he said something to somebody. Maybe he said something to Jalen Brunson, you know? Maybe he said something to somebody that made somebody think it's possible to trade for Joel Embiid. I don't think those rumors would have leaked from the Knicks if they didn't think it was possible to trade for Joel Embiid. They said the Knicks are waiting around for this to implode so that they can trade for Joel Embiid. Well, guess what? The ball has just been rolled down the hill. The Joel Embiid trade rumors ball has just been rolled down the hill. Here it is. Here it is. Now the Dame stuff, the James Harden stuff, Now this, blow it up. It's Maxey season. I'm tired of it. Now, before I get out of here, I want to ask you this. Is this an overreaction? Is this an overreaction? Shout out to my guy, Drew Smith, the Liberty Line. He said on Twitter, this is an overreaction. I do not think this is an overreaction. Would a player invested in a team who wants to be here long term, and he's been here long term, and he said before he wants to retire here, but he's clearly getting to the point where he doesn't think that anymore. Would a player invested in a team say, I want to win a championship, whether it's here or anywhere else? Would Bryce Harper say that right now? Absolutely not. Would Jalen Hurts say that right now? Absolutely not. And yes, the organization has been shit his whole career. They put a shit team around him his whole career. And Daryl Morey made it even worse. But guess what else? Bryce Harper steps up in the NLCS with the game on the line. One swing to send his team to the World fucking Series, and he hits an opposite field home run. That's what these players do, Joel Embiid. Where's your opposite field home run in Game 7, Joel? Where's your opposite field home run to send your team to the World Series, Joel? Tell me. Show me. Somebody send me a damn YouTube clip of Joel Embiid sending this team anywhere. I got nothing to say, man. Peace.